Hello everybody, welcome back to Your Monka's Hobby Time. Today we're base coating capes with Lupercal Green. I've tried to record this like 6 times, it hasn't really worked. We've only done a little bit of this, but that's okay. So we've done Lupercal Green just on the cape there. Next we're going to do this cape here. It's looking swish, looking fine, looking smashy. So we're going to be very careful, trying to go over, because we're only doing a few thin coats, which is not bad. Now I'm only doing the green for this lad here because I don't know. I might do the green for the big cape up here, but I think I might do a different color, but I don't know yet. And some people might be like, "Why are you doing green? Blue is already a great color." And I'm like, "'Cause I like green." Although I've never really colored with green before, so you know. Well, that's not true. I had orcs, but I sort of started doing weird shit with them. And I don't know. That green's just fun. Yeah. So that's the green. It's got nice coverage. It's quite good and vibrant. It's quite lovely. For the things like the spine details and stuff and the claws, I think I'm going to do like a grey and a black. So black for the nails, grey for the spines, because I think that'd be a lovely colour. You know what? Screw it. Let's do the big old cape green as well. And if we don't like it, well, we can kind of change it. I think green should look awesome for the cape. So we're just going to swipe in my hand, back into frame, move it up just a bit, pull them out. And here's what we did. We just follow the trails with our brush. Now if we get some on the fur, that's okay. We're going to make the fur a brown, because I think brown would be a nice color to just sort of keep everything all consistent and tactile, although maybe a grey to sort of mix in with it. As you can see, we're trying to be very careful not to get too much on the skin, but if we do, that's okay. It's always a quick fix. Now, I like to, when it comes to these details here, when it gets a little bit tricky, try it from a new angle. You might never know a new angle, but it's exactly what you need. Go, just a little bit more on the brush. As I said again, swipe like this on your hand. Well, I said as I said again, I probably haven't said it before, but that's what I like to do to get the brush control. And just go over nice and slow. To get your sexy dark thin green coat. Now it doesn't look great now, and it might not yet, but it will soon, because I'm going to try and put multiple coats of it. For the inside of the coat, I think I'm also going to just do a grey or a black. That should be fine. But regardless, whoop, can't really see everything. It looks not bad. I mean, it's not great. I'm entirely playing everything by fucking ear, but you know what? Screw it. Playing everything by ear is never bad. It's just not always advisable for a beginner. Although I do believe that when you start out painting, it's always fun to experiment with colours. Don't just go with what the box tells you to go with. Go with the basic principle, which is one base colour, accent colour, and then just like things like black for the piping and gun barrels and stuff. Well, not necessarily for the gun barrels and stuff, but I don't know. Something like this. It's fun to keep things simple. Of course, I'm not keeping it simple. I'm having like multiple colours, but screw it. Multiple colours are fun. I also think a green cape kind of ties it all together. But maybe I'm wrong. Who am I to judge? Going back to this bit. Right. So we're going to go just casually. Swiping on down, making sure it's all good and covered. Alright, we good? Yep. Let's check. Not bad at all. But of course we're going to move, not really move back up. I think we're good here. But we are going to give a final touch up to that coat, just up on the edges up here. Whoop, almost beautiful. We got a few things in here to deal with. But yeah, I think that looks good. Thank you. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. Well, that's pretty much the coat done, and I think that's all we really have time for. Although I did want to talk a little bit about the model itself. So we are going to be making this sort of look like a bit of a sundial, perhaps. I don't know. I might change it to being just blue. For the details in here, we're going to go gold for like the regular bits, but in the cranks we're going to do like a very, very, very light blue. Not like this, but more of like a very, like a shinier sort of a neon blue. For the staining or the scales and stuff, we're going to be using Bascalium Grey, as well as for the claws, we're going to be using black, but as well as like a grey or a grey to kind of make a scratchy detail to make it look just a little bit more in line. For the fur, I'm thinking brown, and for the armor on the Chaos Lord, I'm thinking silver, because I think that might tie it in just a little bit better with a few sparing gold details. But yeah, this is the Chaos Lord and Karakadrak. That was part 3. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye.